Yes, people. Welcome back to another versus Big Six versus podcast. And this is the Tottenham Hotspur versus Manchester United. So talking that Tottenham Talk podcast versus the Mandem United podcast on Sarcasm City TV, brought to you by myself, Flawless Mr. Take Note. So representing Manchester United and the Mandem United podcast, I had to go with my G from the stateside. Man like Eddie is in the building. So first and foremost, what are you telling me, Eddie? You good?
As good as I can be when I'm not thinking about the club, bro. Let's just leave it at that. We just leave it at that, bro. I'm good though. I'm good. How you?
Look, I'm blessed, man. Same again. Like, I'm glad. You know what? I'm kind of glad we have a versus and a special edition, so we don't have to focus on Manchester United in it. We can hear about somebody else's pain and misery, and it's not all about us, and not all about when this manager's going. You're pain and misery, and the voice you just heard there, people, you can see her representing talking at Tottenham Talk podcast. Eleanor is in the building, 1/4 of the Q&A as well as talking at Tottenham Talk podcast. What are you saying, Eleanor? How are you doing? Is everything good?
I'm good, other than the club, obviously. I'm good, yeah. Other than Tottenham, we're all good.
And she is joined by representing Spurs as well. Alan is in the building. What are you telling me, man? You good?
Yeah, same as Eleanor, apart from Spurs and this bargain basement manager of ours. Yeah, I'm all good. It's as simple as that.
There's 4 people here representing 2 teams each, and we are all in the same boat. If you replace Ollie's name with Manchester United, Ollie's name with Nuno and Spurs with United, you wouldn't know the difference. Like, we are all just fed up. So, all right, we will get to the comments, everyone. Please make sure you like the video, share it across all the socials, and subscribe to the channel. It's road to 4K on Sarcasm City TV. But you know what? Before we get into the game, we'll start there then, Alan, because you said the bargain basement manager. So why is it that Nuno is so bad? Like, was you like this from the start, or was you like, where was you from the start with Nuno?
So at the
what was your
thoughts? I said any manager that comes in, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. But very quickly, my reasoning, although we got the 1-0 against Man City, that was the first game of the season. You can catch a team cold, that's fine. After that, we had some shady 1-0 wins against both Wolves, which we should have lost. Watford at home, we probably should have drawn that. Then we got spanked by a Palace, Chelsea, and that Arsenal performance was just shocking. And it's not many standout games. Probably Aston Villa's been our best game this season. Maybe you could say Newcastle, but Newcastle are dead anyway. But it's basically towards the end of Nuno to Mourinho's reign. I was Mourinho out because of the lack of performances, really bad tactics, stuff like that. So I don't like to change my thing. You know, like some fan bases, like Arsenal fan base, were like the process, trust the process. No, I'm not all for that. If I was Mourinho out because of the tactics and the really bad football, Nuno's doing worse. So I'm going to be Nuno out. Doesn't matter how early or he's the wrong manager for us, wrong tactics, wrong style. You know, for me, that's why I say bargain basement, because he's Mourinho without the trophies and the beard. That's all he is. So
Mourinho without the trophies and the beard. I get what you're saying. The few times I've watched Spurs, so I've not watched Spurs a lot this season, obviously, and much less than both of you. It does give me that feel and that vibe.
I mean,
like
we're for chances created, we're 19th overall in the league. Only Norwich have created less chances than Spurs.
And wait, our manager said we don't have a creativity problem.
Exactly.
He said we do not have a creativity problem. Jesus. He literally said that in his last press conference.
Yeah. He sounds like Ollie.
No.
You know why I say that? Because Alan,
positive. It's like
because go on, Eleanor. Go on.
Oh,
was she gone? Nah, go on, Eleanor.
My connection was dropping. But yeah,
cool.
What I was saying was, like, he's trying to be too positive, like he's trying to not be the whole toxic Jose, but then going too far by saying we're brilliant and we have no creativity, problem. We're just fine. Yeah. We're just excellent. We're just moving forward. There's no issue. Like, he's like, there's no issue. I don't know what your issue is, and I'm like, are you mad? Like, he played, as I said, against Palace. I've always said this. I don't understand how he played 3 DMs and said there's no creativity problem. And we conceded like 17 shots in the game. 3 DMs.
And played Skip, Højbjerg.
We had no attacker on the bench. It was all defenders. We actually brought on Joe Rodon to defend a 1-0 against Burnley. They gave us a game. This was we're playing a weakened Burnley side. And we could not do nothing.
he brought him on to defend a 1-0 lead against Burnley.
Literally.
You know,
Against Burnley. Sean Dyche football.
where was it?
could have
Was
seen us out the cup.
it at Turf Moor? Or was that at your place?
Yeah, Turf Moor, yeah.
It was at Turf Moor. Okay, I was just asking. I
They
didn't
went
watch
all the
any
way
League Cup
there
games.
to play one of the worst games of 90 minutes I have seen
Yeah.
in ages. I mean, everyone knows how much I hated Jose. If that was Jose, can you imagine how much I would have gone off?
I don't know how
Because-
you could put up with this then.
That was awful. I mean, that was shocking.
I mean,
I
the
was
second half
watching
against
that
West Ham, second half against West Ham, and the first half against Burnley. So
We
pretty
didn't
much
have
the
a
whole entire
shot.
game, one shot.
90 minutes of football with no shot in two
No
different
shot.
games.
And then we
Our
had about 10 or
second shot, I
15
think,
minutes.
was our goal.
Yeah, we had 10 or 15 minutes of football where we actually scored, and then we just hung on, like going back to Mourinho, just sitting back and holding on.
Legit.
It's
And that's
absolutely
not sustainable, which is my issue. But this is my thing. Like, how can we keep playing this football? It's we're not good at defending and we're not good at attack. Like, it's not like everyone says, "Oh, well, you can't attack because you haven't got the attackers." But we're not any better at defending. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. Did you see the goal we conceded against West Ham? Like,
that was embarrassing.
10% effort from Harry Kane, and you do
I
not
can't
concede.
even. Yeah,
I think
was crazy.
10% is being generous. I really do. I don't even
Yeah.
think 10% effort.
There was literally no effort involved at all from him.
Exactly.
Like,
That was crazy.
I don't understand. For me, this football is very reminiscent of AVB football, where even when we had the ball under AVB, well, okay, we had less possession under Nuno. AVB was very much possession football, but zero attacking intent. Soon as we got the ball under AVB, there was no shots, no look for goal. We just passed around the park in the middle, right? Literally just aimlessly, with no target. Under Nuno, it's like we get the ball and we don't know what to do. We just pass around and then we lose it. Like, we literally don't have any shots, no attacking threat, nothing, which is very much reminiscent to the AVB days where all he wanted was possession and no shots. That's literally
crazy.
It's not even that. I mean, say the Arsenal game. We go to the Emirates, our biggest rivals. We don't play any central midfielders. We leave the midfield completely open. We ping long balls up for the first half an hour and get absolutely smacked within the first half. And then we just try and play in the second half. He doesn't even know what to do as a manager. He doesn't know what tactics work for the team he's got. It's just... But I hold Daniel Levy.
It's the definition of fitting square pegs in round holes. It's the definition of that.
Hey, Eddie, now I know what we sound like to people. Go on. You lot get this off your chest. This is therapy settings for you lot. Get it off your chest. This is a versus. We're gonna get to the game, people, but we're letting the Spurs show get the things off their chest because they got bad talk. That's why I'm just letting you lot go in it. Go on, you lot can keep going.
Yeah, I hold Daniel Levy to account for all of it because he's brought in the wrong manager. Harry Kane should have gone. He should have let him go. The player doesn't want to be there. Just get rid of him. But ENIC have given us, in 20 years of owning us, one trophy. That's not good enough. At least with under the Glazers. I know it's bad now, but you guys have had a couple of Premier League titles and stuff like that, so you've had success. We haven't. So for me, I hold everyone to account. I want somebody to buy us out, and then I just want this manager gone sooner rather than later.
One thing I'll say on the Glazers, though, yeah, cool, like they have won stuff, but I'm sorry. If we got pammed 5-0 at home by Arsenal and I woke up the next day and that manager was still in charge, I would be fuming.
Yeah.
I think the fact that
I'm past the part of fuming. I knew he was going to still be in charge.
No, I get that. But what I'm saying, I think if the fact he's still in charge, to me, just shows they don't give a shit. Like, you know, they do not care at all. And for me, that's poor ownership. Poor ownership. I think they're one of the worst owners in the league in terms of they manage, if one of the biggest, if not the biggest club in the world, and you treat the fans like that. You still keep this is Liverpool. You don't say how fierce that rivalry is. This is Manchester United versus Liverpool. So I just think, for me, the Glazers are awful. But with Daniel Levy, this is what I say. I don't think he has any ambition and no real fight to push forward. Although I do think there's more care than there is the Glazers, because there's no care. But I just think when you compare it to Man United, yes, they've spent, but they've spent because they're Man United. They've won because they're Man United, not because of them, in spite of them. That's what I think. I very much I think the corruption of the Glazers is huge. I think, there's pictures when Ferguson was in charge and you lot all wanted the Glazers out. I think it was always in spite of, it wasn't down to the Glazers. It was always in spite of them that you had won things. I think the amount of money they've taken out, they've just used you as a cash machine. They've literally used United as a cash machine.
That's what Enoch have done to us.
Yeah.
But they don't actually take any actual money out of the club. If you look at what they've actually taken out, they've never actually taken money out of the club, never actually taken figures out of the club. Manchester United have taken what? How much is it? Billions?
Too much.
A lot of money.
They've taken my time.
2 billion. 2 billion at least.
And my love of the club. That's what it is. I'm emotionally detached.
Money out. While I agree that we're run by an investment company, as I always say, I support a property development company, not a football club. That's my go-to line, and it's facts. They care about property because they can make the money back whenever they sell it. Although Enoch have never taken physical money out, they've prepared themselves for that sale. So I mean, if we're gonna build a new golf course or something, it would be 10-10. Best golf course in the world. But the minute you get back midfielder, you go get the bargain basement version.
Go get Bale back in it. You know what I'm saying? With the golf course, go get Bale back.
100%. It's like you're talking about getting a creative midfielder. It's bring on anyone. But you're talking about getting a golf course, you're going to get the Messis of the world. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's where I know that the issue lies. It would be 10 times different if we're talking about actual physical property rather than when we're talking about players. We don't put that same risk into the pitch. But I think the whole statement that he made about we're going to bring in a manager with all this attacking threat and all this attacking intent, and we're going to bring our style back, and then bring a manager in that has probably worse style, if not the exact carbon copy of Jose Mourinho. Like, to me, it just shows, what did you even do? Like, what did you even do? And I get that Paratici might have wanted Nuno, but if you, as a chairman, if you wanted to bring back our values, you say, no, we're going to get, I don't know, the Ten Hangs of this world, or something along those lines. At the time when we got him, I said average manager, average team. But now I actually think average is being nice to him. I think he's very much below average.
But Spurs have a habit of doing that. I mean, look at that. I think Mourinho or was it Poch said, get me Bruno Fernandes, and we end up getting Gedson Fernandes. That's what we always do as a club. We always buy it in the bargain basement bin. It's ridiculous.
It was Poch, by the way. Let's not give Mourinho credit. We don't need to.
Yeah. But we ended up getting Gedson Fernandes. It's ridiculous.
Gedson was in January, but Poch actually wanted him in the summer before. I know these facts because, I had to be prepared when people came at me with them.
Yeah, you are definitely prepped. Like, if you come at you about Spurs, you best not miss people.
She got receipts out there. For sure.
Like, That's why I don't tell Eleanor about Spurs and that. When she says that, like, it's probably
don't play with her.
Yeah, seriously. You come at the queen about Spurs, you best not miss. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Big up to everyone in the chat as well.
My flowers.
Big up to everyone in the chat. Taha says big up all the panel, but especially my boy Eddie, one of the funniest guys on YouTube. Facts, man. You know what I'm saying? Eddie, a whole star. That's why you're here.
You're doing your own channel soon.
Maybe. I went on Twitter to try it out. I backed right back out. So Flawless, I might go back. At
least let us add you into the group and just leave it, because we need you in the NBA group. That's what it's
for. All right.
M-Man says big up the panel and chat. Hope you're doing well. Big up to you. MB's in the building. Says big up to Queen Eleanor and the King Flawless, Eddie Murphy and Alan. Eleanor and Flawless, the Putch disciples should cook up some popcorn. Ahmed says yes, peoples. MB says, and Flawless, seen your tweet about signing the thing. Well done, man. Appreciate that. Big up to Timo in the building. Says, yo, what up? He's also a member. If you want to become a member, the link's underneath in the description, people, as well. Ahmed says, you lot have suffered for too long. Please win the game so Ollie can get the sack, and we'll trash you in the next game to get Nuno sacked. I think that's a fair trade. We've been suffering a lot less than you lot.
Nah, what? This manager gone.
I understand that. I get that, Alan. Like, fully. You talking to someone who's where my manager gone for over 2 years now. I get it. I've been Ollie out for longer than 2 years and some strong change. But like, you've only been suffering for 2-3 months, and it's like, yo, cause a bit of flack. You know what I'm saying?
No. I suffered for 18 months under Jose. No.
That's Jose. He's gone now.
He's gone now.
It's prolonged. It's the same. I'm using this ever since November 19th, 2019. I've been suffering. That was the day.
You have been. Here's the thing, though. You said 18 months. Mine is 25, 26 months and counting. You know what I'm saying? And counting. And still counting the day, even though I do think he is gone. And me and obviously Eddie will get into that. I think he's gone after City. I've said this. I'll say it again. CEO in London says Flawless is trash versus garbage. He might be right. Where he says City fans were chanting Ollie's at the wheel, then they got knocked out. His name's cursed. Yeah, serves him right. You know what I'm saying? Serves him right. Saying it there. Big up to One Rovers
Yeah.
Vlogs. Says big up the panel. Keep smashing the content. Big up to you as well, One Rovers Vlogs. He says, let's be honest, United and Tottenham are both shit, and none of them are winning a trophy anytime soon. Once our new manager comes in, it's a wrap.
I think United are competing for nearly everything once you get a new manager.
Once we get a new manager, the team's there. Everything is in place. Is it perfect? No.
There's no excuse.
I still think you need a DM.
But
yes, we do. But my point is with that.
But I just don't think it's enough to say you can't win anything. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, we should be competing. Mm-hmm. I think every squad, every team has deficiencies. Like if Ollie was in charge of City,
no striker. City
and if Ollie was in charge of City, that would be the conversation.
Yeah.
Or he needs a striker to win the game.
He didn't have a striker.
If you had Chelsea's attacking option, it'd be like, he needs more creativity. If it's Liverpool or his bench is not strong enough, people will continue to make excuses for this guy till the end of. We just got beat 5-0 by Liverpool, and people still trying to defend it. I'm like, based off of what? What did you watch the game? There's the still shot. I think it's off the first goal, and it's like I think it's Shaw by himself, and then you've got the ref like 10 yards back, and then you've got like Maguire and Lindelof next to the ref, and then it's like Salah, Robertson, I think it's Cater all ahead of our team, and I'm like, this isn't the first 5 minutes. What is going on? Like to the point, it's messed up. I don't know what's happening. I have no idea. Where else we at? Ahmed says, can't lie. I'm celebrating if Spurs score. I'm not going that far. However, the platinum lining is if we do lose, it's just one step closer.
I might celebrate.
Go on, talk about it.
I'm tapped out of all of it. So I'm like, when I told you I went on that Pigeon app, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, let me see what people are saying. And people have this idea that, these guys will want Manchester United to lose or such terrible people. How can you trust the board to get it right?
Big up to Manny as well.
Flawless has said it a bunch of times. They're going to do what we tell them to do. They're that fickle, right? Yep. They're not strong-minded, strong-willed into people. And it's just, they're new to the job. Like, if you look at our whole staff, the whole boardroom, everybody associated with this mess, you can argue that none of them deserve to be there. Woodward, Allen.
No, Ellen, are you on your phone? I beg you, lift it up. We're just getting a bit of feedback. That's all. I think it's you. I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. We good. Yeah, go on, Eddie. Carry on. Yeah. I didn't know who it was. I was trying to figure it out. Go on.
And people are like, "Oh, how can you root for your team to lose?" And it's like, we just lost 5-0 to Liverpool. And you're asking me why I want my team. So I can get this manager the fuck out of here. That's it. Simply put. I need all stops taken to get this manager gone. And I respect what Spurs going on. I respect y'all too, but we need this one. We can give y'all the next one. We could give, I don't know what we can do. We can set it up where maybe, we have somebody steal the tires off of Nuno's car. He can't make it to the next game. And then
we just help him out in the reverse fixture. When they come to OT, that can be all she wrote with our new manager. I don't know when we play you lot in the reverse fixture, but that's fair.
That's probably gonna be about February, March. I can't wait that long. He's got.
I watched that.
I've been waiting 26 months and that. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I'm still like waiting. 25th to September 2019, I turned Ollie out, and we're in 2021 October.
I can't wait that long.
I can't. Man's emotionally detached. We doing watch-alongs and we're thinking about, all right, what else we gonna talk about during the game?
I joined the watch-along, and these lot against Atalanta, these lot were busting jokes where they were 2-0 down. When they came back, these two are looking slumped and depressed, like now they've lost 3-2.
I was in the chair like this. I was just like, no.
They were just like, no. I was sitting
and
there.
Then Ronaldo hits the fucking. I think he hit the goalkeeper that bounced in. I just threw my hands up. I couldn't take it anymore.
It was funny.
I would say for the game this week, although I want him to lose, it's not like I have to go, bring in all my energy for them to lose. Like they can do that by their damn selves. Mm-hmm. And I know because I watched the Burnley game. It was a tough watch. Like I will say this: if I needed help going to sleep last night, I should have just put that game on. Would have got the job done. I don't mean to disrespect. I'm just calling it like it is.
That's true. So, it's true. It was the worst game of football I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, that Lucas doing Lucas things. I'm gonna leave him alone though.
You need him. You need him this week.
Because I need him. And so I think I might order a Sun jersey. I think I might get a bomber jacket. I think I might get a Kane jersey. What else? I might dye the beard gray just to get the Nuno feel. I'm about to have all the pom poms out for the Spurs.
You're ready. You're ready.
I'm ready. I'm done. I'm done with everybody telling me, "Oh, you're fake because you want another team to win."
Oh
It's
yeah,
like, look,
yeah.
by any means
Short-term
necessary,
pain,
boss.
long-term gain. As
That's how I think about it. And the thing is, I never go into games and like, yes, I want Manchester United to lose. But again, the platinum lining is he's always one step closer to being sacked. Like when we're getting packed by Liverpool, I'd never want to get beat by anybody, especially not Liverpool. They're the number one up. However, we all seen that result coming. You have to, if you're a Manchester United fan and you didn't see that result coming, you were just blinded by emotion or didn't want to believe it. I said 3-1 Liverpool was my prediction. I also said on top of that, if it's more, it wouldn't have been a shock. It would have been more shocking if they beat us 2-0 than 5. Because we are that bad. We've been playing that way the entire season. It's just the only difference is we weren't playing teams of a high quality. As soon as we came up against teams of high quality, we conceded 9 goals to Leicester and Liverpool.
That's why I think you're going to win. And I hate saying it, but I just can't see Spurs because Liverpool have got the ability to cause you problems. The way we play and the lack of penetration we have and like lack of chances created, we're not going to cause you many problems. I know you haven't got Pogba, but we're not going to cause you many problems. You've got a striker that doesn't want to be there that's half-assing it. It's just, I don't see us causing you any problems at all this week. The
reason why I think you will is because that's just Manchester. Like, well, you have any issues? We'll come through and solve.
Yeah,
Leicester had a terrible start to the season. And Leicester, I did it. Shout out to my guy Neil, and we did the preview. And I was like, we're gonna come and kickstart your season. And he was like, nah, you're not. You can't be that bad. And then the game happened, and I asked him. I said, was it that bad? He was like, exactly as you called it. With how bad our defense is, and the fact that you have Son. Even Kane half-assing it. You got Ndombele. You have put it this way: worse players and worse teams than Spurs have caused us issues. We just lost a young boys not too long ago.
Like, that's why we've got a nickname. We've got a nickname called Dr. Tottenham because basically anytime we'll prescribe you 3 points. Don't worry about it.
Any player, anyone that hasn't scored in a little bit, come play Tottenham. We'll sort you out. We'll fix you. Lanzini hadn't scored in a whole season, and he scored a screamer.
That's crazy.
That's what happened.
It's big up finished article as well. Big up MN says nobody wants to win the game. Now I want my team to win. However, do I believe they can? No.
I
don't believe they can. And it doesn't matter what I want. It's what I watch. You know what I'm saying? I wanted us to beat Liverpool, but I knew we was gonna lose horribly. And we were lucky it was 5. They felt sorry for us. We were lucky it was 5.
Yeah, I heard Klopp saying that.
It could have been 7 or 8 because City won't be that. They won't be that lenient. Like it's going to be worse against City if he's still in charge. Quote me on this right now. It's 6 or more against Manchester City because I've watched them a few times this season. They are on a different level and they will punish us. And we are defensively awful. And like I said, the players have gone. The players, when I seen Pogba get sent off in that fashion, it let me know everything I need to know. Man, what am I smiling?
Yeah, I watched the comeback against Atalanta, and I was like, okay, that will give him a kickstart to the next game. And you almost scored, went up 1-0 up with Bruno Fernandes, but he snapped. And then
over the bar.
Literally, I was like, okay, Man United are up for this. And then as soon as Keita scored a couple minutes later, it's like you gave up.
That's it. Yeah.
That's what it looked like.
You can't even front. Like it was shocking. Well, no, it wasn't. No, I keep saying it was shocking. I think the result wasn't as shocking as just the capitulation itself. Like, I knew we'd lose. I just had my pride wouldn't let me say it on stream, but then now, I'm gone with that. Fuck the pride. Like it's all coming out.
Yeah.
And it was just again like every single player at one point in time you could see in their faces like they're just fed up. They're fed up with how we're approaching this.
They, me and you, Eddie. That's where they're at. They're at where me and you are, like being fed up, being emotionally detached, which I have been. The only thing I don't look forward to when I'm live streaming is Manchester United watching us. I'm saying I look forward to everyone else, everybody else.
That's how I feel. That's how I feel.
I don't want to watch it.
The last time I watched the Spurs, everyone.
The last time I watched a Spurs game and I actually really liked the play and I thought it was a great game was when we beat you 6-1. That was a fluke game, but that's the last time I watched a Spurs game and liked it. Sir,
Yeah,
How long
I
was
get that.
I still
nice.
ain't over that. I'm
Only
still not over
only
it.
took you 24 minutes, Alan. I see you. You know what I'm saying in that. I see
Has
you
to
in
get
it. You
digging
think you slick.
somewhere.
Yeah, you slick.
That was
You know what I'm
good
saying in
times,
that.
man. I mean, even
Yeah,
though
24 minutes in. Yeah.
I've got nothing much else to chat about being a Spurs fan. Right? So I have to
I
get
got
digging
nothing.
somewhere.
Yeah, it's fair enough, Ollie. You should have been sacked after that. How
Yeah.
did you survive
Yeah.
that?
That's awful that
How did you
managed
survive
to-
that?
6-1 at your
don't
home
know.
ground to it's only Tottenham, lads.
Yeah, and before we got beat that game before we got beat 3-1 by Palace. I swear it was 3-1 by Palace on the opening day. And then someone else from London, because we lost the 3 London teams in a row, came and won. I think it was West Ham. Another London team came and won. It's like that's the first time that's ever happened. It's like, yo, London, the capital just coming and just bopping us off the park. What is going on? Big up to Ken.
I feel like, does anyone else feel like this game could be 0-0 with how little we create? And
It's got 1-1 written all over it. It's got draw written all over it.
I feel like it's not even going to be like a thrashing. And everyone wants one side to win. And I'm like, I actually see a draw.
Yeah. Because both defenses are so bad and there's enough attacking quality on the pitch. I can't see there being a 0-0 draw. Because we are defensively all over the place.
Standpoint, though, like just from the way they set up, it'll be much harder for us to break them down than for them to break us down.
True.
Strictly because, like, when you play Manchester United, it's a donut. Their shape is a donut. Literally, there's nobody in the middle, and 4 dudes who are trying to act like center backs and fullbacks. So, if I have an Ndombele with the Skip and Højbjerg kind of helping him on the defensive side, and then you give him the chance to go forward with a Son, a Kane, and I don't know who else will be out there.
Lucas probably, but yeah, that side's an issue.
But that's it. The thing is,
I just
anyone causes a
cannot.
problem.
I can see a whole bunch of goals for you guys more than I can for us, because I know we have no
bunch. Mate, we need to shoot.
And I can't. At least 2.
We don't come and provide it. You know what I'm saying? Leicester hadn't scored 2 tough all season, and then they come. We come and score. They score 4 goals. I don't think they'd scored from a set piece all season. They also scored 2. You know what I'm saying? Scored 2.
And again, fucking Harry Kane, like, that was shameful. So I'm not gonna put, like, I don't want to say you guys played like terrible. You just played to the occasion, if that makes sense. Like, you played a team where they were almost, good with the draw, but then it was just a damn leg out and a lucky connection that got you the 1-0 loss. So I still think you guys are way better suited to take points off of us than we are of you, just because mentally we're not there. The club isn't being backed right now, and everybody's
physically we're not there. Yeah, it's a wrap, man. Kenan says I was called.
As Flawless once said, who hates their manager more?
Yeah.
And so, whose players are going to play more? And I get that. I think United are much more further along that line than we are. I just think, I feel like we both played the most boring football in the league. I just worry about this game being just
dry.
That's a great shout too. That's a great shout. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Ollie does have a knack. Ollie does have a knack for when his job's on the line, pulling out big results and performances. That's the thing you've got to worry about.
He does. It's funny.
However, that is true what you're saying there. The difference is because we rely on individual brilliance. The players used to like him, so they would do that and they'd pull it together. The players are gone. All the stuff you're hearing now, the players used to like him, but even the players are like the way Pogba got sent off. You hear Bailly's fronting him up. Maguire's getting fronted up. Donny's throwing chewing gum at him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. You laugh at him like Donny throwing chewing gum at him. You know what I'm saying? You have to bring Fergie. Like the players are done with him. So that's why I don't think he can no longer do that. But before they used to eat, I agree. I believe that they used to like him, and that's why every time his job was on the line, we turn into prime Barcelona. Every single time, Everton game, turn it on. But I think this time is different. I think the Liverpool game shows that. The Spurs, I think this will be a draw. Then I think we'll lose to Atalanta. He loses to City and then he's gone. I've said it. He don't win another manager. He doesn't win another game as Manchester United manager. I don't see it happening.
I do see him losing the other 2. I think Saturday is going to be, it could be 50-50 because we're both so awful. But like you said, if the players are not trying for it,
players are done. Players are done. They're gone.
We're hearing stuff like, they've had to convince them at the training ground. We're hearing stuff like, you need Ferguson for protection against who?
Yeah. Like somebody said, it's kind of like the supply teacher coming into the class and then they have to go get the head teacher or something to come and control the class. Like, you don't respect the supply teacher. You can't do the business.
There's already been rumblings like that about Nuno, and he's only been in the job for a couple of months. People say there's problems behind the scenes. They don't like the way he manages and stuff like that. So we're getting that already. So yeah.
The thing is, I just think we've got a carbon copy of Jose Mourinho in charge. Like legit.
You got Mourinho 2.0.
Mourinho, baby Mourinho, because you're literally the same. Just maybe not as toxic, but apparently he's not doesn't talk much in training. But I think the training sessions, the murmurs we're hearing, the football style, all of that to me adds up that it's just like Jose. It just feels like it's just like Jose.
It all feels wrong because he's the type of manager. I mean, we were buying young stars for the future, but he doesn't seem the type of manager to progress young talent. He seems like the type that needed a squad to do the job there and then. So it just seems like an odd fit for me as well. So I just don't understand why he's there. I really can't fathom out why he's the manager we bought in, because he's only on a 2-year contract. So it was not like a full-time plan anyway.
Yeah, I'm fed up. And hey, we got over 50. One second, just before we go. Yeah, we got over 50 of you lot watching in here. Get the likes up. I don't even think we got 30 likes, and there's over 50 people in here. So hit the like button right now and subscribe if you are new. Go to my Twitter and Instagram at That's Me Flawless, and you can find Eddie, Eleanor's, and Alan. You can find all their apps and socials and all of their information as well. Go on, Eddie. Say what he was going to say about Nuno. Well, get the likes up, you lot.
Yeah, I think that it was a panic buy. I think we can see it as such, because like, I understand Tottenham is an old club, but I think in like the last decade, the Pochettino years and the Pochettino way of football really established your identity on the international scene.
Stop it!
I gotta get the brownie points.
You do. You're Eddie Brian right now.
Oh, Ryan about to come in and gonna cry.
I know. Yeah, let me block the chat. I don't need it.
Yeah, he gonna cry in the car, Eddie. He gonna cry in the car. Big up to Ken Intens. I was called a fake fan on Twitter because I live in Trinidad and never been to the stadium, bro. It's $10,000 for a ticket to come to England from Trinidad. It isn't that easy. Don't worry about that, man.
Don't worry about it.
Whether you go to the stadium or not has no bearing on you being a real fan. If you get up at ridiculous o'clock, I don't know what time it is in Trinidad right now, but if you're getting up early hours in the morning or staying up late
to watch volleyball.
I don't want to wake up to watch Manchester United at 4:30 p.m. You know what I'm saying? Never mind midnight or 7 a.m. I don't want to get up. The Liverpool game is a prime example. I took a nap before the Liverpool game and woke up late. I did not want to get out of bed. I swear down. I was late, remember, Eddie? You had to start it.
Yeah. There've been a couple.
I'm no interest. You know what I'm saying in that? Like, that's my point.
Yeah,
so Kenan, ignore that. Ignore that, Kenan. Doesn't matter. I live in Manchester and don't want to go to the ground. Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? There's always something. I have a Manc accent. Yeah, there's always something. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you're not from, like, ignore them, man. You know what I'm saying? Because they're the same clowns who were singing all these at the wheel. Egypts. That's what it is. Yeah, they're fools. Yeah. Absolute fools. Where else we at? Big up to Gov Ann says, big up Flawless Alan, Eleanor, Eddie. Let me tell you that the draw is probably the worst result for both Spurs, and the win is the worst result for United. What a strange game. Depends how you're looking at it. I think a draw. Go on, Eddie.
Yeah, no, but I mean the Spurs. So it's one of, because I mean it's still early in the season, you know, and I think you're ahead of us in the table, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
By a point.
Okay.
They're ahead of us.
So would you take a draw with the end of your manager in sight, or do you just want? Because I know you said you just want a loss, but would theoretically, you know, emotion out of it, which is hard for, I know, all four of us, because emotionally we're attached to the club. Yeah. But like, would you just take the point, go on, and hopefully it capitulates some? I mean, I know you don't want it to capitulate. In a perfect world, your team kind of stays in that level, but your club sees the vision isn't really matching up with what you have.
Before you continue, Eddie, one sec. For everyone in all the mods in the comments, anybody who is like a Statman, a Saeed, they're all modded. Haj, Aaron, anyone who you know who I know through this are all modded in it. So if you see him saying something, it's a fake them in it. So the Statman's fake, the Saeed's fake, the Haj is fake, all of them, Johnny, everyone, any rants, anybody like that, they're all modded on the channel. So they're all fake, so just block him. Lewis, anybody
fake,
like that.
You fake people, like you, man, making all these fake profiles. Go get a job, go get some friends, go get a hobby. Go do something productive, bro.
Yeah.
We don't need you here. We appreciate. We appreciate the views here at Sarcasm City. But other than that, we don't need you, bro. So
exactly. Just watch it off your own account. I don't see why we need fake ones.
No,
Still watch it. It's fine.
You can still say what you want to say. How reckless it may be, you can still say it.
Just show up and support, man. Clearly, you like the content. Just support, man. It's not that deep.
Going back to Eddie's question, I always want to win. I always want Spurs to win, but I just don't. You know, we'll get the odd good result, and then we'll follow up with a couple of bad results, and it will just be it's going to be a 50-50 season. So, I mean, I don't know. I want to win, but I'm expecting a loss because it's just what we do as a club.
Yeah.
You know, but as soon as we can get rid of this manager, you know, because I'll hold my hand up. I was one of the people that said I don't think Pot would be any good. I'll take the L on that because I think he'd be a great manager for us now. Good. The football we play for Brighton. You know, I wanted Ten Hag or somebody like that. Somebody who will play progressive football that would be attacking. But our play is so slow, so static, no movement. Teams can just sit in against us, and we find it hard to break teams down like Burnley, and it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I hear that.
Yeah, for me, it's like sometimes when I can see that it'll be better without. Like when I wanted Jose gone, and I genuinely thought anyone's better than this. Like I was like, anyone's better because of the toxicity and everything. Now I don't think we've got to that level of toxic with Nuno. So what I can say is I don't want to go into United and be like, yes, I want to lose this game 100%. But as Flawless said, if we lose, there's a silver lining. It's one step closer to getting him out. But I don't want
when we lose it's platinum, but I hear you.
But like I don't want to go into the game with the loss because like I said, it's not toxic to the point where he's thrown the players under the bus and it's awful. But it's obviously not great. It's not, to me, it's not brilliant. So and I don't see it getting better. Long term, it's not good enough. Long term, we need a better manager. So I think for us, it's like, we win the game. Okay, we've won the game. But then it's like, if we lose, it's like, hopefully they're thinking about getting rid of him. And in that international break, we can actually get rid of him. I think we could see 2 managers gone in that international break. Our managers could be sacked in that international break. Like, I think United's gone anyway. I think Ollie's gone in that break anyway. But let's say Nuno has some awful results and performances. Nuno could be gone in that international break as well. There's no attachment. No fans will care.
Who have you got after? Who's your Premier League game after us? Who's your Premier League game after us?
I think Liverpool's close. I'm not entirely sure if it is them, but we've got Liverpool soon. I can't remember who it is.
Right, I'll have a look now. 1 second.
That's mad.
See your fixtures. Let's see.
Pretty sure we do have a hard run coming up.
So yes, then you got is it the Dutch team Viets, or however you pronounce it. Then you play Everton away.
Everton away.
Everton away. That's not an easy fixture still. The Leeds at home.
We lost both home and away. Was it home and we drew away to them last season,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I think Liverpool is soon as well.
Give it to Mike. He says, I'll check now. Let me have a look. Liverpool is not for a minute still. Unless I missed it. Oh, yeah. Now you're right. 19th of December.
Ollie never.
You got a tough run in December because you're away. After the Norwich game, it's away to Brighton, away to Leicester, home to Liverpool, home to Palace, away to Southampton, away to Watford. And then I'll take you. That's to the 1st of January. That's not easy.
That's not easy at all.
That's not. A few of us were Ollie never. So the more we lose, the better. I like it. It's better for the long range good of the club. I hear you. You know what I'm saying? Give it to Mikey. I hear you. Like, he's not. I'm all for giving managers like benefit of the doubt and trying to see what a manager does and to be. I wanted to be wrong about Ollie. Like, people get it mistaken when I've spoke on how bad this manager is. I could just see the writing on the wall from a long time ago. Just watch us. I'm not the brightest and I ain't the smartest when it comes to football. Just watch us and it's obvious. That's why certain people were shocked by the 5-0 and then they're like, but Ollie out now. How did you not see that coming? When we got beat 6-1 by Spurs the season before. Like, you turning us into Arsenal. Remember, every year you knew Arsenal were going to get packed by somebody, by a big score when they play one of the big 6. That's now us.
Yeah.
That's what he's done. Because it could happen again against City. I'm saying in that. So it's happened to Spurs. Now it's happened to Liverpool. It could happen against City again. It's like, yeah, you taking liberties. And nah, it's cool, man.
City could really do damage.
Yes.
City could really do damage to you.
I made a mistake. Sorry, Flawless. It's cool, Jeremiah, man. You was early in it. Calm. You seen the error in your ways. You're young, so I understand. You're young.
Wait, who came on the channel apologizing and then came on?
Jeremiah.
That was
Jeremiah.
It was like you came on all smiling.
Shout out to the young guy.
Shout out to the end, man. That's why I was like, you know what? What's it called in it? You're young. That's why I let it slide. Because if you're someone older, I'm like, I'm not taking that. If you're older, you should know better. You know what I'm saying? Jeremiah, kid, I mean, he's like 18. I'm like, I get just that youthful, hopeful optimism that your team's going to do well. That makes sense. Yeah, just hope. Yeah. Taha, you're right. Rochdale PTSD. Facts, man. You know what I'm saying? That's when it turns. Rochdale, Ryan S. says, big up Flawless in the panel. Big up to you as well. Give it to Mikey, says, you want to know how bad he is? Mold supporters were thrilled to see him go twice. They actually started winning after he left.
Man.
I'm just saying, innit? I'm just saying.
And he everywhere says, he goes, it's the same sentiment.
Yeah. Same scenario. It is.
Yeah.
Just having a look at you. Lot continue to get your questions in, people. Please keep them Spurs and Manchester United related. And you know what we'll do? We'll actually go into the actual game itself. So we'll see. We won't do a combined 11, but we'll ask you. I'll go to you first on it, Alan. How do you see Spurs lining up? How do you see Nuno lining up in this game? Like the 11 you reckon he'll put out?
I think he'll put out the same 11 in the last two games. So against West Ham and Villa, and Newcastle. So it's been the same for them three.
Yeah.
I don't think he'll change much. Not that we've got much to be able to change. The youngster now is injured, so he's not going to be able. He's not going to be on the bench. The only one that may make a push for it is Sanchez. I thought him and Romero were good against Burnley as a partnership. Dyer for me. People are saying Dyer's having a good season. I don't see it. I don't even see. Romero's.
I think he's awful. For us. I think Dyer's awful. Very awful.
Yeah, there's a lot wrong with his defending that I criticise each week. Like when balls get cut back, he's static. He doesn't try and cut out the pass like cutbacks, and he always
doesn't like jumping.
He's always outside the front post. So if it's pulled back and the striker shoots on goal, he's not blocking it. He's outside of the post. It's weird. His position is awful. So maybe Sanchez with Romero as an only change, but I see it being the same lineup. And then pretty much most teams seem to have worked out Nuno's style of play already because it's similar to what was against Wolves. And that's why I think most teams will get good results against us this season.
Yeah, it's good. I'm here looking at the Spurs team from the West Ham game. So it was Lloris in goal, Reguilon and Emerson fullbacks, Dyer, Romero centre-backs, Højbjerg and Skip. Then it was Son, Lucas, Ndombele, and Harry Kane. See, when you see that 11 out, that's not bad 11.
That 11 out loud, and is it
that's
as
not
bad
bad 11
performing? Let's be real. This is what I was saying under Jose, and I'll like Alan said, I'll keep consistent. I'm not going to say something under one manager and not say it under another. That team should not be playing that badly. I'm not saying that they're top ball quality, but they're definitely not as bad as he's making them look.
Top 6.
He's making them look like they cannot kick a ball. Like this is where I think it's 100% a managerial issue. You read that 11 out loud. Who's the weak links?
Dyer sticks out. Skip
to me is doing well. Might be out of his depth for now, but I do really like him. But other than that, they're a decent side. It's a
good front four. You have a front four.
And Ndombele,
I'm a massive fan of Ndombele.
Yeah, like you've got all of that. If you get that guy playing, and Ndombele is going to be brilliant. One of the best on the ball as technical in the league. If you're looking at physically just on the ball. Off the ball is different, sorry. But when he's on the ball, is excellent, phenomenal. And I think when you've got Son, Kane, Lucas, these are all players that can cause damage to teams. Any team. Right. Any team that can cause damage to. You're talking about Kane being one of the best strikers in the world, as much as I argue it. Then you've got Son, which is Son. And then
Son's
Lucas is able to dribble through. He's good on his feet until he does too much, which is what I think he could be coached into being better at. But I just think when I look at that 11, I'm not going to sit here and say that 11 is as weak as it is made out. That's what bothers me. It's like your team is awful. It's not good, but it's not as awful as they are playing. I think a decent coach can get a decent fit out of them, a decent performance out of them.
Another weak part of that team for me is Royal. I don't think he's still learning and all that, but for me, he doesn't show it going forward. He just turns back more than Cher turns back time. It's just ridiculous. He just doesn't go. He doesn't get to the byline to cross the ball in. He just turns back the entire time.
I think he could be all right. I think he's obviously not that good. I'm not gonna lie. I probably would have rather Tomiyasu that Arsenal got. I'm not gonna lie to you. Over Royale.
I think Tanganga should go there. I think Tanganga should.
The thing is, as I'm much like I really like Tanganga and I liked him playing there. I think he's got obviously all the heart as well for the badge, and he's a good player. But he is a natural centre back. So I think naturally he doesn't offer anything going forward, but he is quite solid at the back. Yes, he's quick, but I don't think he's naturally a right back. I know Jose tried to tell us he is. I think he's a better centre back. So I think we did need to get a natural right back to play there. But in these kind of games, if he's not good enough, definitely shove him in there, shove him at right back, and have that as a defensive cover for that side. Because I think he would do a better job than Royale at the moment, but I do think there's potential there for Royale. I'm not going to lie, I do like him, so I do think there's potential, but I can understand people's reservations. Yeah.
No, I fully get what you're saying there. See that? And that's the manager issue. Eddie, we're going to ours.
Go on.
What did we see? Oh, look at Ellen. She perked up now, innit?
Listen.
Yeah,
he's gonna have to.
He's gonna go with the same 11
players who don't hate him. That's pretty.
He's gonna go. Well, we'd have a 5-a-side team, fam. We'd have a 5-a-side, including him. He'd have to play himself. He'd have to play himself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now. I think he goes with the same 11.
He has to. Like, Bailly is waiting outside for him. I'm convinced. Nobody can convince me of otherwise. Like, Bailly wants the smoke, so he's nowhere near the starting 11. For Ollie's safety, for sure. He might even be on the bench. I'm just saying. No, I'll play. But AWB, Maguire, Lindelof, Shaw, McFred, Bruno, Rashford. That's Bruno, Rashford, Ronaldo, Greenwood.
Yeah.
I've never seen him play anything different. And then when he tries to, it comes out an absolute mess because he doesn't give our players confidence. Right? You can't, again, how you take a guy out of the lineup for 2 months and then in a random Tuesday in the middle of the week say, yeah, now you're going to play our cup match and think he has some type of idea of what to do while he's out there is crazy to me. Tellez saved his job with that wonder goal, and then after he did that, we never saw Tellez again. We've just been seeing.
We've not seen him since.
Sean Maguire.
Yeah, I can see him fully going with the same 11 and that, like 100%. Which, how do you lose 5-0 and you go with the same 11? That's how incompetent his manager is. That we're having this conversation. I can legit see him going with the same 11.
I think he just thinks like a fan.
There it is.
I think he just thinks like a fan. Like he sees your attack and he just thinks goals with no tactics.
Yes.
Like,
Zero tactics.
It's like that front three yet. Like there's no, I don't know.
There's no cohesion.
Feel about getting Martial back in this team?
It don't matter. Everybody dies in this team, so it don't matter.
Everybody.
Everybody. This is the place where talent goes to just die and get squandered. It doesn't matter what 11 he plays. You're just you're out there by yourself. Like you have to rely on individual brilliance to save yourself. That's like
there's no tactics. There's no There's none of that. You're not just keep Ronaldo playing manager till the end of the season. Why not?
I'd take anybody at this point. I'd take me and Eddie in charge of Manchester United at this
point. First flight out, baby. First flight out.
Let's go.
With his job massively on the line, do you reckon this could be the time where he calls for Donny van der Beek, or do you reckon that he's not even going to
that ship has sailed?
That ship's gone. Yeah. Donny for chewing gum again.
I don't understand why he's left him out. I don't understand.
Because he doesn't know how to use him. That's why he's left Donny out. How you have McFred ahead. And it's like, if our midfield, if the players ahead of me are playing well, then you hold your hands up and go, you know what, I can't get in the team. They're playing badly, and Donny still can't get a shot. Because you don't know what to do with him, because you don't fit the profile. The type of player that Ollie likes is it's all the hard workers and the runners. So whether they're good or bad players, if they fit that profile, they'll always play. If you look at Wan-Bissaka fits that. Maguire might be slow, but he fits that. This is why he loves McTominay. This is why he loves Fred. This is why he loves Bruno. This is why he'll rush back Rashford. Donny's not that type of player. All the players he likes is all the players who cover all the hard yards. That's what it is, and the knee slides, and we run joke about it, but that's what he likes because that's why Donny don't play. This is why he be shifting Pogba. This is why he love Dan James. Prime example as to why he loved Dan James is just because Dan James ran, and every time he talks,
I can't understand how anyone can love Dan James.
Dan James, every time he talks after a game, he never says, and we'll be when United lose, he'll never talk about anything tactical. It's always we need to run more. We need to cover more ground. It's never nothing to. How about doing more stuff with the football, mate? How about that?
Well, that's similar to Nuno. Yeah. I mean, Nuno claims that we were the better team against West Ham. On what planet were we better than West Ham? We were awful.
That's crazy. Yeah,
I said that's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy.
No, literally, we had no shot on target in that second half. Even when they scored, we didn't even turn up intensity. Like nothing. We didn't even have intensity the way you
didn't have intensity. Yeah.
Intensity.
Intensity. See, Manny's saying it here, larger my guy Manny. Passion and desire. That's what it is.
We didn't even
passion
have
and
that.
Desire.
Nothing.
Passion and desire.
Flat. That goal conceded was just literally showing Spurs' performance. It was that lackluster. Like at least you lot could say, "Oh, one player had intensity. We have nothing." Like literally, we just have. Not even vibes, it's just monotone. It's like, when the TV's stuck and it's just white noise. That's what we are. We're just one tone. We're just
I fully get it. I fully get it. And hey, you lot in the chat as well. Hey, mods, get everybody liking the video because we got over 80 of you lot and there's not even 50 likes. So get the likes up, people. Get the likes up on the video. Mods, please get everybody liking and subscribing in the chat. Please do that. Ryan says Eddie's disgust when Dan James was mentioned. Yeah, Eddie can't stand Dan James.
That's my reaction. That's my disgust whenever Matt Doherty's mentioned. Oh my god.
Is he that bad? Is trash Doherty that bad?
Honestly,
is he that bad? Has been quiet?
Why you gotta watch it, Flawless.
Arsenal agent if there's an Arsenal agent ever, it is Matt Doherty. 100%. Like I'm telling you, this guy cannot be that bad. He just must be working for Arsenal. You know how Cam says they're ops? He's an op.
Yeah, he's an op.
He is an op.
He's an op. He must be working for Arsenal. I don't. There's no other reason why he's that.
I can't remember one good thing he's done. Not a game, not a half a game, but one good thing he's done in any game. Wow. Not one good thing. Not one good pass. I can't remember anything. It's like we're playing with 10 men.
It's like yes. You know when he's playing against us. Literally that.
That's where he's playing against us. Mum's life. He's playing against us. In the words of Karen Benzema. Don't pass to him. Mums, don't pass to him. Man. I said mothers, don't pass to him.
I was going to say on Dan James is the definition of the plain meal deal at Tesco's. You know the just ham, the ready sorted, and the water.
You know what? If you go to Tesco, because I do like the Tesco meat, and you get just ham, I don't know what going for you, man.
That's Dan James. That's Dan James.
That is Dan James. That is Dan James. That is Scott McTominay. I don't
even think he has the butter. Like it's just ham.
Man.
Well, if he's like that, then Matt Doherty must be like an egg and cress sandwich. Those really dirty sandwiches. That's what he must be.
Like something messy and like smelly.
It's not good.
It's peak. It is peak, and you lot continue to get your questions in as well. Please keep them Spurs and Manchester United related, please, because we're here all just ain't really too. I don't think any out of the four of us will be too disheartened if our teams lose. That's the vibe I'm getting. If we lose,
I'm expecting it. I'm expecting a loss.
You like me. Yeah,
I'm expecting it as well.
Sonny says Ronaldo is 10.
I'll be at the game.
Oh, you there at the game? All right, big six. You can keep us posted.
You can enjoy the ambiance, maybe.
Yeah, so when you got winning,
it will be a nice atmosphere. We'll all be singing "Come On, You Spurs" together.
Yeah, you will be. And then when you pack us 2-0 in the first 25 minutes, you'll be singing Ollie's at the wheel. I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? Your whole limbs. You're going to be singing Ollie's at the wheel. Yeah, you laughing it. Yeah, Eleanor going to be singing Ollie's at the wheel.
She'll make it on the big screen too. Just with the beer and all that.
That's
quite a good one. Spurs scoring 2 goals in the game. Wow. Yeah.
Isn't it? We have to shoot. We have to actually shoot.
Alan, you saying that now. Hold my water.
I'm telling you.
Wait until the game on Saturday. Hold my water. Wait until Saturday.
Arsenal played like it was prime. Oh, these lot hadn't had a shot. They beat like West Brom's kids, Norwich, and like Burnley or something. And all of a sudden we made them look like prime Arsenal, like Invincibles were back. Like I just don't understand.
I was that annoyed at that game.
On aggregate in London derbies, 10-1. 10.
Ooh, that's
one of those were Crystal Palace.
That's peak.
Yeah, we were that bad against Arsenal. I was that raging. I just said we should just left Nuno in the Emirates.
I can't say nothing about that.
100%. We should have sacked him. He should not have come back our manager from the Emirates. 100%.
Exactly. He should have tried to get on the bus. We would have gone, no, stay here. We don't
That's
want
how I
you.
felt
Just
about
back.
Jose in Zagreb. 100%.
Yeah.
100%. That guy should not have got on that plane after Zagreb.
Yeah, that manager should never get on the coach, even when we win. You know what I'm saying? And that it's that bad. It's that bad. He's awful.
No, but
he's
Flawless, what I was going to ask, has it changed your opinion? You know, when you think of him, you don't think of him as Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, that, you know, the legend of Man United anymore, do you?
No, he's definitely tarnished his legacy to the point when people criticize him as a player, I don't even want to defend him. I don't have the urge to defend him because of what you've put me through as a manager. Even if people being correct to like the super sub thing, like he actually started more games for United than he did come off the bench. But you know what? Run the super sub tag. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Because you clearly have a lack of self-awareness. You get beat 5-0 at home to Liverpool. You played for United, so you know how important that fixture is. Rival fans are singing Ollie's at the wheel. When the self-awareness kick in and go, I'm not good enough for this job.
Yeah, if he does care about United, he should walk away.
That's my point. We seen somebody just did it in Italy. Gattuso just left AC Milan. I didn't take the compensation package because he's a true eight, and he's a for those that don't know about Gattuso, he might be too young. He's a legend. Like he's an AC Milan. Like if he bleeds red and black. Like he was the definition of passion, hard yards, but he could play. Like Gattuso was a quality baller, won them Serie A, Champions Leagues, that AC Milan team, and he resigned from AC Milan and was like, nah, I'm not taking the compensation package because I'm at AC Milan. Why can't Ollie do it? I'd respect him more if he did that.
I think that's what I'd expect from him, and he hasn't.
Yeah, he's like, you just gonna ride this till the wheels fall off. Yeah, 5-0
to Liverpool, and he's still there. Like, if you're a manager, I think 6-1 against Tottenham, you should be
been gone then. Villarreal semi-final should have been gone then.
But
when we drew 1-1.
I wouldn't expect like Jose to do that because he doesn't care about Tottenham. Like, we know that. But like Ollie is supposed to be a Man United man. He's a Man United legend. You have to be questioning that, because I understand. Like, I mean, Glenn Hoddle said it when he came to manage us. He said, "Don't hire your ex legends or whatever, because it tarnishes you, because you don't then think about it as the same thing anymore." And he said he would never do it again. Like he loves us too much, because I could do it. Like I physically could do it again. So I think when you're thinking about Ollie, you've got to question his passion and desire for the club. If he's still in that job, knowing he's the wrong man for it, knowing he doesn't know what he's doing, no tactics, just vibes, and he's still there. I do question his love.
I don't even know vibes no more. I'm saying.
No, you ain't got vibes. There's no vibes.
The vibes have disappeared now.
He's not vibing anymore. Pogba was throwing shots at Jose Mourinho under Ollie. He's not doing that anymore.
So I've got a question.
I think both of you.
I think I might know what the answer is for most people, but if you could take one manager out of the two, who would you take, Nuno or Ollie?
I'm taking Nuno.
I'm taking
Nuno.
Neither
I'm taking Nuno. At this point, I do what you lot did. Like Nuno was like,
you have the best answer though, Alan, for real.
Yeah, like Nuno was like, Nuno wouldn't be like one of my top choices. However, you see how like when you lot went for Nuno, he was like your 9th choice. It's got to that point where I'll take my 9th, 10th choice at Manchester United. I'm just tired of him. Give me something different to talk about. Give me some hope that I can go into games with some belief. I have no belief. We played young boys, and I'm there like, I don't know if we can win this game. You know, I have no confidence going into this game.
Crazy.
No confidence. I'm watching these games, and it's like, wow, we have a front three of Ronaldo, Greenwood, and Sancho, and I have no faith. I'm like, this might not. I know young boys, you know. Like I say, Ollie tax is the heftiest tax in the world, people. And I'm not saying Nuno's a great manager. That's not what I'm saying. Is Ollie's just that bad. He's in the gut. He's that bad.
Ollie tax is like when you pass Monopoly and you get go, but then you land on tax instantly. That's the definition.
Yeah, 100%. But then they take away all your properties, take away all your cash.
You just got, you know what I'm saying?
Gone. They take away and they leave you with $1 bill. That's it. Just the $1.
I'm taking neither. I'd rather have Brian Mason back.
Anyone got Ryan Mason's number? Anyone got Ryan Mason's number in it?
I'm saying, give me. I'll say it again. I said it on the terrace last season. I will keep saying it. Give me Harry Redknapp as an interim, and it all be dandy. I'm telling you, I will rather this guy hug the players, tell me he's brilliant. You know the way he talks about Bale like last season. You know you've got to give Bale some belief. You've got to, just give me him till the end of the
believe he
season.
doesn't want to be here. What are we talking about?
No, I'm telling you, I love Redknapp. I literally love him. He will just cuddle everyone and just say, it's fine. It's fine. Pick up your socks. It's all good. I just love him.
Oh, my God.
Giving interviews from his car. I'll take it, man. Give me Redknapp any day over this. And just until the end of the season, and we can sort out the manager. I'm telling you, he said it last season on TV. He said, Levy's got my number. Well, Levy, can you, if you're listening, call Redknapp tomorrow and get him in charge. I don't care till the end of the season. I have no issues as a Redknapp as manager till the end of the season. I genuinely don't. I got clowned, and now I see it all over Twitter. I got clowned last season when I said that, and now everyone's begging for Redknapp to come back.
Yeah, now everybody's asking for
ahead
him.
of the curve all the time.
I know about that, innit? Because I had Ollie Inners on my case for years. You know what I'm saying? Ollie
Don't
Inners on my case
even
for
mention
years.
those clowns. Don't even mention the clowns.
You know what? You know why I'm mentioning them clowns? Because they ain't here no more. They took the circus elsewhere. You know what I'm saying? And that. I can't find them now. They were all in the comments, man. They were all up in the comments saying the most. All of them had the most to say. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna lie to you. It tested all my patience. Like seeing people who, like, it's online, but it's abuse, right? People actually abuse this guy, abuse others, call him fake, try and talk about their family history to see if somebody in their family was a different kind of fan. Like, they were so weird about it. It tested my patience, it tested my religion, like not to snap on people who just came out and said, you know what, Flawless, I'm sorry, you were right. You should.
I got this same stuff last season with Jose. I got the same stuff. I know the kind of abuse that you're using.
Oh, I can't even imagine what you went through, because it's a different level when you get to. Yeah,
it's unfortunate the way football's gone now, because you used to be able to back in the day have a difference of opinion. You could change, like, so I wanted Mourinho when he came to us. I was like, great manager, he's going to win us something. Mm-hmm. So I wanted him in, and then I realised he wasn't the guy for us. So and people are like, oh, you're flip flopping. No, it's not. You can.
No,
you're allowed to change your opinion.
You're a reasonable human. Yeah. You thought you gave an opinion. Exactly. Then you got new evidence, and that new evidence caused you to change your opinion. There's nothing wrong with that.
What I don't like is people who know they are wrong but just won't admit it. So I can admit that I was wrong with that. So with Nuno, I was going to give him a chance. Yeah. Like say, I don't think he's the man. I want him gone. He could, finish the season strongly and turn it and get us top four. I would happily sit here and say I was wrong. He done better than what I thought he was going to do. But there's too many people out there that won't give people we'll just call people hate and abuse them for for their own
footballing opinion, and it's a football. Yeah. We're not talking anything serious here.
Exactly.
It's not like we're talking politics. Exactly. We're not trying to solve world peace. You know what I'm saying? We're not there's nothing like that. We're not talking about taxes apart from Ollie tax. There's no issues like that. Like, we're not talking anything serious to the point where I'm gonna fall out with Eddie or you, Alan or Eleanor, because we have a different footballing opinion. I'm gonna personally abuse somebody. It's football. It's not that deep. Like, we keep it moving and then that's it. Like, and we all want to be, if you're criticizing your club, you want to be wrong about it. I've wanted to be wrong about Ollie for the longest, but I knew I was right. And all the evidence pointed towards it. And now look, now everybody's quiet, as we said. But we are going to close out this versus, people. Don't forget, if the other verses that have happened, so anytime any of the big six play each other in the Premier League, so whether it's the Mandem United podcast, Talking at Tottenham Talk, Yaldham City, Analysis at Anfield, Ballers at the Bridge, all going to talk from the Arsenal. Anytime there's a versus, anytime there's a preview, anytime they're playing each other, there will be a versus. There is a playlist for that, so you can check them all out as well. But what we'll do is we'll get final score predictions for the game on Saturday from everybody. So we'll start with you, Eleanor.
I'm gonna go 1-1. I'm sorry, I know everyone wants exciting, but I don't think so.
Fair enough. What are you saying, Alan? Scoreline prediction.
I've already predicted it on another thing, so I'm going to stick with it. I don't see a Spurs win. I think you'll beat us 2-1. Ollie will show up and get the win. I hate saying it, but under our clown manager, I just don't see us. You can't create chances, so you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine.
That was unprovoked.
No, it's true. It's going to be 2-1 United.
Fair enough. Eddie, what are you telling me, bro?
I'm just going to flip it. All right, no. I'll go 2-0 Spurs. 2-0 Spurs.
2-0 Spurs.
2-0, yeah. Again, we're miracle workers. You could be struggling, but we will help you find the light. You will find the back of the net messing with us. Okay, I'm sure Maguire will tackle Shaw for you. You'll come in right behind that one right there. I don't know. AWB gonna be trying to kick somebody penalty, 2-0 there. That's how I see it. I see
Fair
2-0.
enough.
No, fair enough. And I must go. I've got the same thoughts as I don't know. To me, it's got draw written all over it.
Okay.
Two
Yeah.
teams out of form. Fans want their manager out. Players out of form. Both teams not in the best shape. It has a draw written all over it because it probably does it suit Ollie. I think it suits Nuno more. You know what I'm saying because it will stem the tide. So it probably. I think Ollie's finished. Like even if Ollie did win this game 3-4 somehow, like the pressure's too much. Like
I agree.
literally since the Liverpool game, every single day there's been something new coming out bad about Manchester United to do with Ollie. Whether that's players fronting each other up, whether the Conte links have now been strengthened. We've been linked with Poch as well. Like it's a wrap. It is. Hey, it wasn't me, Eleanor. It wasn't me. I'm just letting you know I have no bearing in that. I did not contact. I didn't hear on Mauricio like, yo, Guarana, you come in Manchester.
If anyone's hitting up Maurizio, it's me.
Yeah, you contact him. You know what I'm saying? And I don't. Yeah, that's you. I'm leaving it. I don't speak Spanish on that.
It's not on like Instagram. Be like, by the way, get your dad back at home.
But yeah, I'm saying 1-1. So Eleanor's gone 1-1. Alan's saying 2-1. Manchester United, and Eddie's gone 2-0 Spurs. That's the crazy part that nobody on here has picked their team to win. That tells you all you need to know. There's 4 of us here, and nobody on here has picked their team to win. And when we did the United Liverpool, nobody from the United side picked United to win. You know what I'm saying? More United side, more from Mandem United picked more Liverpool wins than the analysis at Anfield. Yeah. It's peak. It's so bad. It is. But I hope you lot have enjoyed the show. Again, make sure you hit the like button on the video, whether you're watching this live or watching this back. Subscribe to the channel. We'll go to you, Eleanor. Anything you want to add? Anything you want to plug before we leave?
No, just obviously follow my Twitter there if you want to see definite Poch prop. We're pushing no to Poch for United at the moment, so all the slander is not real, but it is coming. But yeah, definitely you see me here. I'll be here definitely on the Q&A. Flawless won't be here, but I'll be here with Jan and Ryan. Hopefully,
I am trying to make it, but yeah, Jan, Eleanor, and Ryan will be holding that down. You probably get joined by a couple more as well.
But yeah, whoever, it'll be good. And yeah, you'll catch me here generally. Watch along. Sometimes I'll jump on, have bust some jokes. It's great. So yeah, like the video and subscribe, people.
There you go, Alan. Same to you. Anything you want to add? Anything you want to plug before we leave? Anywhere that people can find you, etc.
Yeah, so my Twitter will be on the tweet that will be for this show, so you can find me there. And then I am on the Grounded XI, talking Spurs every Friday night.
Oh, you're on the first XI, yeah. Big up to Indiana. I didn't know that. Indiana's my guy. I didn't know that. Small world, man.
Every Friday night, doing what I've just done here. How bad we are,
Can we all just thank me because I got him on my show on the terrace.
Hey, fantastic.
There you go.
Love that.
You love that, man. Yeah.
You gotta help him, and everyone gotta help everybody. Love that. Love that. And of course, my G, Eddie, what you saying, man? Anything you want to add? Anything you want to plug beforehand?
This was fun. This was therapeutic. This was very therapeutic. So I want to thank Alan and of course Eleanor. Both of y'all were just hella funny, and this was hella fun to be a part of. Flawless. I'm not looking forward to Saturday, but I'm looking forward to kicking it with you. So
that's the same.
Are you gonna watch along?
Yeah, doing the watch along. Yeah. So if you can't call in at halftime, call in at halftime. Give us the report in it when you lot are 3-0 up at halftime, and I can hear Ollie's at the wheel in the back from your fans.
I'll have to do all my training before the game, so I'll just be too tired to actually care. So that's probably what's gonna happen. That's how it's gonna be.
Yeah,
it's mad. But love to everyone that's locked. Don't forget, people, this show and all the other shows on the channel, aside from the watch-alongs, are available on audio-only platforms. So SoundCloud, Spotify, or iTunes, the links are underneath in the description. So you might want to listen while you're driving, while you're at work, while you're cleaning, while you're cooking, whatever you can listen via. You might just not want the YouTube app open or the Twitch app open. So yeah, you can go and follow us wherever you listen to audio podcasts. Type in Sarcasm City TV, will pop up. We're still back. What are we on today? So I'm on Matisse's Twitch in 10 minutes. So 10 p.m. I'm with Matisse, obviously. So I'm on there on his channel, and then we're back on the Twitch tonight. NBA streams, 2 NBA live watch-alongs. We got the Chicago Bulls versus the New York Knicks, and then after that we got the Golden State Warriors versus the Memphis Grizzlies. So we got the Bulls and the Knicks, and the Golden State versus the Grizzlies. And I think that starts at, I think it's 1 a.m. tip-off time. This is UK times, people, UK. But check out the upcoming live stream section on the YouTube and the Twitch. Let you know all the shows that are coming up. That is your Sarcasm City TV guide. So check that out, people. But love to everyone that's locked. I've thoroughly enjoyed this, and this has been Manchester United. This has been the Tottenham Hotspur versus Manchester United preview. Talking at Tottenham Talk podcast versus the Mandem United podcast on Sarcasm City TV. Thank you very much.